start off with coronavirus news. As the temperature continues to drop, COVID-19 cases continue to rise, leading to the close of indoor dining. Our Bronx Net reporter Jericho Tran talks to some restaurant employees and owners about how this has actually affected them.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announced the close of indoor dining as New York City battles the increasing number of COVID-19 cases.
We're going to close indoor dining in New York City on Monday.
Following a CDC guidance warning against indoor dining and the increases of the rate of transmission and hospitalizations, restaurants will be limited to outdoor dining and takeout.
You put the CDC caution on indoor dining together with the rate of transmission and the density and the crowding, that is a bad situation.
Now I'm here at Alexander Avenue, where, as you can see, we're in an outdoor dining space and there is nobody here. It is snowing outside. So the question that restaurant owners have now is if they'll be able to survive the winter.
I mean, they're just destroying us. You know, there's no coordination. They don't know what they're doing up in Albany. They don't know what they're doing down in City Hall.
McPartland opened up the Hudson Smokehouse on March 9th, only a few weeks after restaurants were forced to shut down indoor dining, and knows all too well how detrimental a second shutdown will be, not only for his business, but for businesses in the surrounding area.
2 of them already closed. They're closed until April. It's impossible to make money at 25% capacity, absolutely impossible. And then when you do try to do something outside, they come in and then shut it down.
After buying a tent for his outdoor dining space, McPartland was told it needed to be taken down because it did not meet the requirements for outdoor dining. He tells us he spent thousands of dollars on propane heaters, but was later told they needed to be taken out as well. Along with the abrupt changes, McPartland also received 10 inspections from the city in 1 week.
It's already hard enough. And then every single day, the inspector said something different. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. How do you expect us to follow rules if they change every single day?
Next door to the Hudson Smokehouse, owner of Cite Restaurant Amir Shayan tells us he does most of his business through delivery and takeout, but he still invested money to build an outdoor dining space.
Hopefully this winter we can survive it and hope for a better future in the summer. Luckily, our neighbors were supporting a lot. They were trying to support all the restaurants in this block.
The governor asked the federal government to provide bars and restaurants with relief. The state will also extend the commercial eviction moratorium. Reporting for BronxNet, Jericho Tran.
Thank you, Jericho. We will continue to follow this story here on BronxNet as we continue to bring you news surrounding the coronavirus and its effects. In other news, yes, Councilmember Mark Gjinaj has honored Dr. Samir Segal from Essen Health Care. He honored him for providing free COVID-19 tests at City Island. Our Bronx Net reporter, Arlene Makoko, was there, and she brings us this story right now.
They lined up early to get tested for COVID-19 as data shows City Island as the latest hotspot in the Bronx, with infection rates reaching 8%.
It's a wonderful thing that's being done here today.
This comes following an announcement by City Councilmember Mark Gjinaj that an Essen Health Care van providing free COVID tests would be stationed at Hawkins Park here on City Island Avenue.
It was probably Thanksgiving. I imagine people weren't paying attention to, keeping their pods separate. And, it's a sacrifice, I know, but we have to do it for Christmas. That's the only thing I can think of.
Barbara Zeller, a semi-retired physician who lives nearby, also sharing Christmas this year will be different.
We usually have 15 to 17 people from different households, and we're not doing it. We're doing a Zoom.
I guess it's just affected everything and everyone.
And now this has been the response.
I am so grateful to Mark for pulling this off, because people are so concerned about even leaving the island. So this makes it so much better for us.
With 3 vans traveling throughout the Bronx each day to provide free COVID-19 tests, Essen Healthcare Medical Assistant Tamika Ortiz says it's about making them accessible.
A lot of people, they can't get to their primary doctors, or they're like, there's lines everywhere. So we're grateful to be able to provide these services for everyone.
I don't have any symptoms, but I wouldn't have gone and got tested unless it was here.
It's a step Noelle O'Connell is taking to help her neighbors now leaning more and more on the CDC guidelines.
Everybody I bumped into as soon as the news came out that it had jumped so high in City Island, you've noticed people wearing masks more, and like everybody, even you know, sometimes our children get together, but now they're like, oh no, I don't think you should go and play with, you know, people are, I think, being more careful.
Essen Health Care will be back here on Monday, and this time for antibody tests. On City Island Avenue, Arlene Makoko for BronxNet.
And thank you, Arlene. And that's all the time we have for our Bronx updates. We want you to stay connected to us as Open continues right after this.